I mean, is there a better way to get around Geelong than in the Thomas the Tank Engine train tour? Look at this. This is...
fantastic. Fantastic.
No shortage of seats available.
That could be Russell Crowe from Les Mis, it could be. But I'm not sure. Oh, amazing.
Oh, we're totally getting on that. Hello and welcome to Geelong. It's me, Andrew, and...
Me, Adrian.
Oh my gosh.
And the original cast of Baywatch.
Indeed. And we are down here at Geelong at the Cunningham Pier. Let's shoot a vlog.
Why not?
Welcome to Andy's Sport Journeys. I am Andy, and today I am joined by a viewer favourite, I think it's fair to say, Mr. Adrian. How you going, Adrian?
Hi, how you going?
Yeah. Well, guess what? I have spruiked out. I have driven us all the way to frickin' Egypt.
Egypt.
Look, we're here in Egypt.
It was a long
the Sphinx.
drive. Long drive.
It's the Sphinx. I don't know where the pyramids are. They're around here somewhere, though.
There's one over there.
There's one over there. Over there, yes, there's a pyramid there.
Yeah.
There's the Sphinx there. And over there is the TAB.
Yeah, no, the TAB is really big in Egypt. No, it's fantastic. I've never been to Egypt before, and this has been lovely. I had a nap in the car, and here we are.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a long drive, I've got to tell you now.
Long drive, yeah. Probably wet roads as well, I'm guessing.
And a lot of pickup trucks. All right. Shall we come clean, Adrian?
Yeah, all right, come on.
Okay, let's have a shower. No, it may surprise viewers. It may surprise separately. It may surprise viewers to know that we are actually not really in Egypt or Giza.
We're not.
Where are we? Do you know where we are, Adrian?
I have a feeling we're getting close to Geelong.
That's right. We are in the Victorian city of Geelong. Roughly, what, an hour and a half from Melbourne?
Yeah, about an hour and a half. Very boring drive out to Geelong, straight road. I had a lovely sleep, and I was driving. So
yeah. You drove all the way, fast asleep. Actually, we're gonna show you a little bit about Geelong today. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah. No, well, Geelong's actually like Victoria's second city, right?
It's the second biggest city in Victoria, I believe. We're going to start by heading straight down to Cunningham Pier for our first stop. We have about 7 or 8 places, depending on how time favours us today. We'll see how many we get to. Are you excited, Adrian?
Well, I am excited, especially after you told me that was a Ritchie Cunningham Pier. I just went, that's historic.
Yes, and today, when we visit it, will surely be a
happy day.
I give you Cunningham Pier, where you can park your car and relive Ron Howard's early days. Have a look, folks. Have a look at this. I'm going to move over this way a bit. Adrian's just behind me. Have a look at this, because it's wonderful. It's just wonderful. Yes, that's nice, but look at the sun gleaming over the water. Look, over there's a carousel, which Adrian has promised to ride. And here, look at this beautiful area. Isn't this stunning?
It is stunning. Later I'll be performing some songs from the musical Carousel, from the Carousel. It will be an impromptu performance. Everybody in Geelong, if you'd like to come down and see it, I may or may not be there doing it. Okay,
can you name one song from Carousel for us?
I absolutely can't off the top of my head. Can you? A medley of numbers?
Isn't it? Life is a carousel, old chum.
Yeah, no.
Come to the carousel.
I think you're close, but no cigar.
All right, shall we walk into Cunningham Pier?
I cannot remember a song from Carousel. That's outrageous. After I made that claim that I'd sing a medley of numbers from Carousel. Can you name one song? No.
Folks, in the comments below,
Yeah.
name songs from Carousel
Yep.
that next time I have Adrian on a vlog, he can sing for you because he can't remember any of them.
Not one.
And I don't think I've ever seen Carousel.
I have, which makes it even more appalling that I can't remember one song.
Have a look at that. How's that for a... Look, we do have a Ferris wheel. We've got a Ferris wheel
We do.
and a carousel.
And a carousel.
That Ferris wheel's actually moving. Usually they just they go so slowly.
It's actually, I think that they've lost control because it's moving at breakneck speed and people are screaming.
Folks, we've survived the strenuous walk to the end of the pier.
Yeah.
I mean, that's at least 200 metres.
Yeah, no, it's been grueling.
But we survived. They have the Wawa Cafe, which is, of course, not open today.
Okay, so there's a couple of separate things, right?
Sorry, sir.
So you've got right here, we've got the Wawa G. Here we've got the Wah Bar. Seems to be a common theme of wowing going on. A lot of wowing goes on in Geelong.
Why not?
Well, how beautiful is this? It's mid-20s and it's lovely, and look, you just look across and look at that view. The boats, the water, naturally they kind of go together. But
That over there is the eastern shore. Adrian, my plan, over there, that's the eastern shore where the Ferris wheel is, right?
Yep.
And my plan is to finish the vlog there. So we're going to go, so for folks, we've got Cunningham Pier here. Look at the beautiful pier. Doesn't it appear nice? How many of these jokes can I do? Probably way too many. Then we're going to head over there. We're going to check out the carousel next. And then we're going to go up and have a look at a couple of things in town. Here we are, the pier. And
oh wow! Look at this.
if you look across there, you can't see Melbourne, but you can see an industrial area.
Can I ask?
And somewhere over there, just before I will get to your question, but somewhere in that direction, the Spirit of Tasmania now leaves when it heads to Tasmania.
Would that be North Shore?
Yes. Well, this is all North Shore here, I think.
So this is North Shore. Yeah, because when you travel in, because you can get into Geelong a couple of ways. You can come in on the freeway and the main entrance and stuff, but you can also go via North Shore, which takes you past a lot of industrial area and stuff on the coast, which is good. It's a different view.
You could also swim in. Many people swim.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you look down, who wouldn't want to swim in that? I mean, really,
It just looks like someone puked a lot there.
it really does. I was very sick. I did drink a little bit too much, and I ate a lot
Lemonade.
and I ate a lot of sardines or something by the looks of it.
Yum.
Yeah, no,
Delicious.
yeah.
All right, folks, we are heading to the carousel. Life is a carousel, oh chum.
Oh, God, I
Come
need to know.
a carousel. Adrian, would you like to make the hilarious joke just one more time?
Sure. Here we have the original cast of Baywatch. They just didn't have the same appeal as the cast that you became familiar with.
I heard their performances were a bit wooden.
You're drawn to the music.
The music of the carousel, the world famous carousel. Don't you love it when places just declare something as world famous when clearly nobody's ever heard of it before?
Yeah, well, that's right. And I mean, I was mentioning before that I was going to do a medley of numbers. I might do We'll Never Walk Alone.
Yeah.
See, I know songs.
He checked it on Google, folks, and you know it. How exciting, the carousel.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, we're totally getting on that. Folks, we will shortly be joining the fun of a carousel ride. $5 a pop. Looks like it goes for about 15 minutes. Just wonderful. This here is a Gavioli & Co. band organ. It's a replica of a 48 key band organ and was purchased from an Australian collector. And just in the background there, a helicopter is landing and you can do scenic flights around Geelong, should it take your fancy. Let the thrills and spills begin.
this is in the back one if you like. This is actually fantastic.
Adrian, how do you feel about this? This is a thrill ride.
It is.
Did you see the speeds? It was actually going quite quickly for a carousel.
Yeah, no, I did. I mean, everyone has to get their endorphin rush somehow. Look,
Oh God, I'm skipping.
can I just say, at first I was apprehensive about going on a carousel because, I mean, let's face it, I'm a 54-year-old man, and usually when a 54 man goes on a carousel, it's not a good look. But can I just say, the fact that we've got the carousel...
It's for a vlog.
Well, that's right. And we've got this to ourselves. And can I just say, my feet were a little bit tired, and I'm absolutely loving the fact that we can sit down.
The problem here is like, I mean, if any of these horses do need to have a poo,
Yeah.
we're going to cop it. There you go. Look, we are the only people. Hello. So this was restored. This is a very old carousel.
Yep.
And the lady's saying it's over 130 years old.
Over 130 years
So
old?
nearly as old as you, Adrian.
Nearly as old as us combined.
And and it was restored between 1996 and 99
That's amazing, isn't it?
in both Australia and North America. So I don't know whether they send the horses over and they did the paintwork. I don't know.
So what were some of the restaurants? So do you think this is an American carousel? Do you think maybe that's why they have to send it over to America to get some of the
Possibly, or possibly, you know, carousels outside America perhaps are not so common, and maybe they're the ones with the expertise.
Do you think America are making carousels great again?
They certainly are. Life is a carousel, old chum.
Life is a carousel.
Come to the carousel. And here, I don't know what happened to this poor chap. I think he drank a bit too much and now he's legless.
Look, he was actually running in the Melbourne Cup and they had to put him down after the race because he broke both his front legs. It was tragic. It was absolutely tragic.
Send all complaints to Adrian Valenta. Okay, folks, we have a short wander ahead of us, but I will show you over here. Over here, this lawn here, beautiful lawn. We've got there's all these wooden statues. Actually, this is a big thing about Geelong, and at some point I should probably find out what the hell the deal is with them. But they are very popular in Geelong. They're everywhere. Okay, so over here, this beautiful park here. Over there is a place that I've actually been to. I ate there. It doesn't have a great Google rating, and I think that is fair enough. So that's all I'm going to say. I can't remember the name of it.
Which is probably a good thing.
Yeah, I don't want to go saying, you know, naming things as bad. But I believe that, I don't know if it's every Sunday, but they do have occasional, at least, markets on this space. It's
Nice.
great little sort of, well, they fill the whole space with the market.
You can almost do lawn bowls. Like, it's almost good enough to do lawn bowls.
Look,
You could certainly play gridiron.
get off the grass. You could.
You could.
And over here is Aero Bounce. Adrian, are you ready?
Who doesn't love
I'll
a
be
good
down
aero
here
bounce?
filming you as you bounce up into the air. I imagine that you go about that high.
I have won a few trampoline titles.
Yes.
Yes.
Most bounceable man over 50 in Victoria. I think I could squeeze in there. Okay, and here.
Oh, wow.
Helicopter rides are also a thing here in Geelong. I think it's only, you can have a short one for like $95.
And they only 2 or 3 people die every week. Like, it's really quite safe.
You'll have a helicopter star. No, I got no joke, sorry. Anyway, over there, that's East Shore. We now head this way towards our next stop. I would tell you, but that would spoil the
It will
surprise.
completely spoil it. Even I don't know where we're going.
Let me just give you a hint. They're a bit shady there. They may try to pull the wool over our eyes.
That's right.
That's a clue.
That's a clue and a half of dairy milk chocolate. Okay, folks, we've made it to downtown Geelong now. It was a long walk of about 300 metres.
This corner is actually quite a well-known corner. There used to be a public toilet on the corner which they tore down, but they put this to commemorate.
Albert Edwards, Prince of Wales.
Yeah, yeah. They are.
King Edward VII.
That is to commemorate the public toilet that used to be here.
Because he's sitting on it right now.
He is, he literally is, yeah.
Take a look. Geelong is historic too. And right across the road is our next stop, the National Adrian Wool Museum. Look at these historic buildings. We have right across the road there, Tajay.
Oh, look. Tajay was one of the founders of Geelong.
That is true. All right, National Wool Museum. I wasn't sure if I was going to come. I was feeling a bit sheepish about this one.
Were you? Yeah, I would with those jokes.
How many jokes are we up to now? Are we up? What's our pun record?
I've lost count.
I know. They really want you to know, though, that this is the National Museum. They really ram it down your throats.
They really do. This was actually the world's largest ram.
What happened to him?
I would tell you, but I never learned how to read.
It's an issue, isn't it? Folks, the fun is not going to stop today. I can tell you that. These guys aren't bad.
Sometimes when I can't sleep, I like to count them.
I'd say roughly about 15.
Now I'm feeling sleepy, thanks.
You were sleepy. You were sleepy on our drive over to Cairo.
I know, right?
Well, this is looming large in our life right now, isn't it?
It really is.
Oh, folks,
So here we are.
this is looming large in our life behind us, isn't it?
I actually thought my "so here we are" was a better joke, but I mean, I guess they both.
That was the joke. That was the pun.
That was the pun.
You're saying it's like so.
I was just like, "So here we are," and you came up with looming, and I guess they both work, but I do think that mine was better.
Well, maybe we could knit the jokes together.
I think that's a great idea. Absolutely, let's do that, and then we will loom large.
We'll see what we see next, won't we?
Never stops.
Hey, viewers, anyone regretting your choice of video yet today? Just waiting for. In the factory, folks. Okay, so here we are. We're going to see the mechanics of how stuff is done with wool.
Can I just say, I love a big chain.
Can I say, folks, here we are. The educational value of Andy's World Journeys is skyrocketing today.
Insurmountable.
Carding. After scouring the wool fibres, this is how they turn wool into business cards.
Yes, and it was also
Another fun fact.
A lot of people that worked in the wool industry were like, they were funny, interesting individuals that they used to call a card. They used to go, "You're such a card," and so there was a lot of carding going on. So yeah,
And they're always checking their age as well. You weren't allowed to shear if you were only 17.
No, that's right.
This is woolen, and this is no good. See, it's been worsted.
I hate things that have been worsted, except if it's a sausage. If it's a sausage, I don't mind it being worsted, but if it's wool, no good.
But if you combine it, and
Wool and sausage.
yeah, you get Woolworths. I don't know what this is, but I want one in my house.
It's a combing machine.
It's a combing machine. Well, fantastic, because I personally am sick of having to comb my own hair.
So am I. Like, you know how inconvenient it is to pick up the brush and do your hair every morning when you can just stick your head in that? I mean, seriously. Why aren't people using these things every day in their bathrooms?
This has been around for this dates back to 1914, folks. Why hasn't everyone, we're living 111 years in the future. I would have thought by now everybody would have one in the home.
A self-combing machine.
I actually think it would just be inbuilt in the home so that nobody walks out of the house with scruffy hair.
I agree. I can't believe that we're still using combs in this day and age.
And this spins the wool. So I guess this takes the wool from its unspun state and puts it into a spun state.
I think you're right. You know another fun fact that you might not know? Do you know that Hugo Weaving... Look.
Thus ends the vlog.
Hugo Weaving.
No, Hugo Weaving.
This is the Hugo Weaving machine. which was very popular when he was making films in the 80s.
Here's a photo from Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
And if you're talking in post sense, I believe Sigourney Weaver was also involved. But weaving was incredibly popular in Australia. If you remember, he made quite a few good films.
Dear shearers, dear people in the wool industry,
Yes.
Adrian and I unreservedly apologise for the fact that we have not taken any of this museum seriously.
We haven't. But you know what we have done? We have come to this museum, and as much as we're joking, we have had a good time, we've had fun. And look, to be quite honest, I am enjoying looking back at the history. It may not seem like it may seem like we're taking the piss, but in actual fact, between takes, we have had some very long, educated discussions about what's going on here.
They're listening to Dad and Dave. Here we are in the oldie style, 1930s to 1950s style mock-up house, and the radio is on, and I'm going to bet every museum in Australia has them playing Dad and Dave. Is it Dad and Dave?
It is Dad and Dave.
Dad and Dave from Snake Gully.
And it's also got I Like Aeroplane Jelly. Hold on. It's a classic.
Come on, Adrian.
I like I don't know all the words.
This is the full version with verses.
I thought it started with I Like Aeroplane Jelly. I had no idea.
It's the extended version. This is the EP. Aeroplane
Jelly for me.
Adrian Valenta, everyone.
I believe this.
I don't know that life in the 70s was that different. This is kind of.
No, really.
If I visited my grandparents up on the farm near Kyabram, I reckon this is not that dissimilar
100%.
to.
When I used to go up to Uranga in country New South Wales, I mean, these vinyl floor tiles are designed to confuse. They really are. I mean, Jesus Christ, don't stare at them, you will lose your balance.
Wow. Look at that fridge.
Bread.
Back in the 1930s, sometimes people were confused what to put in places, so they labelled everything.
And also, I believe that they used to like to store their albums separately, so this was for bread. And you'll find another one out there for like skyhooks. It's just, you know.
Adrian Valenta, everyone. Woof.
I've got this carpet.
Welcome to Reminiscence Cottage.
Do you know, can I just say,
No.
I reminisced while I was in there.
I was going to put this bit before we go in, but it's called editing, Adrian. Oh, we're almost done, folks. We're almost done. Have a look. Oh, we're actually quite high up. And this is an exhibition in fond memory of the man from Man About the House.
Yeah.
Brian something. He died recently at the age of 91.
He's been commemorated for being the first man to bring cats to Australia.
But mostly for Man About the House.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But like, if you didn't know where cats came from, they came from Man About the House.
They did. Yeah. What's his name? It's Brian...
It's not Brian Crankston, I know that. Now, this was a confused, is it a cat, is it a dog? I mean, look at his face, he's confused, he doesn't know. He's like holding it going, is it a cat, is it a dog?
I would venture to say he doesn't care for that animal. This guy over here is totally confused.
And he was part of the Partridge family.
Come on, get happy.
Get happy. He was. Oh, look at this.
And look.
Look what happened. Look how versatile. This is why dogs are man's best friend. This was a time when standing there in a uniform and holding a pussy was masculine. On the SS Newcastle Sydney, and as you can see they're specialised.
So my question is, clearly the people in this photo work in the kitchen. So my
No.
Okay, folks. This here, Brian Murphy from Man About the House recently passed away at the age of 91.
Yeah.
Very well-known British actor.
Yeah.
Except for Adrian.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that isn't him 120 years ago.
That is absolutely him.
Actually, well, it was about 100. Well, it was 115 years ago.
That was absolutely
1910s, it says.
Yeah. Look, he was obviously would have been quite young then, but he did look older than his age.
Adrian, we're just saying that we were probably a disruptive influence and it wasn't very well appreciated in there. Would you say that's accurate, possibly?
I think by the look that we got on the way out from the front desk, I would say that's completely accurate.
But genuinely, look, the ticket was $12 or $9 concession, and you know it's only taking about 45 minutes. I think it's a pretty decent little museum.
No, look, I agree.
Unfortunately, we just happened to have the giggles, and everything that popped into our heads was a pun.
Yeah, everything was silly, but can I just say,
are we bad people? Yes.
To get
yes,
a collection of machinery,
Yeah, it was.
that is that old.
That was the highlight, the machinery. So anyway, apologies, National Wool Museum. We appreciate you.
We actually did enjoy ourselves, but yeah.
But we also had the giggles, and once you start,
You can't stop. It's like Pringles.
we're dreadful. We're dreadful. Folks, we are on our way to Buckley Falls. It's only a 15-minute drive out of Geelong, and I think we're only a couple of minutes there. And we saw this amazing bridge, and I thought, I will show it to you. And there's a person behind me who's annoyed, but I'm not going fast enough over a one-lane bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, I think this is it. It's still unsignposted.
That's there, Buckley's Falls Park.
Buckley's Falls Park.
There is a tiny little wooden sign that blends in with the foliage, so that's handy. Foliage.
Here we are. We'll just park here, folks.
Yeah, why not?
How exciting! Oh my God, is this the Werribee River or something? Probably.
It looks really similar, doesn't it?
Okay. Here we are, and this is quite impressive. This there are paths and an adventure to have, and there's even an Adrian Valente. He's still here.
Hi.
How are you going?
Yeah, look, I'm doing well. It's a lovely day, and yes.
And this is Buckley Falls.
It is.
Somewhere. Well, I don't know that we can actually see the falls, but what we can see, well, maybe that's the falls just there, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
And as you can see, it's well, we're near the end of summer here, and it's not prime time for the flow of water. I imagine that is pretty much all covered in the winters or coming out of the winters. But look at this amazing view here. We are literally, I mean, from where we were on the foreshore to here, so we went through the centre of town, it took less than 20 minutes. Over there's some old historical factory style buildings.
And little known fact, this is actually where the Great Wall of China starts and ends.
True facts. You guys, you have no idea how lucky you are to have us departing so much essential information. Essential.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
We're passing on our
We've
knowledge.
got foliage and we have knowledge.
It's very educational.
And look, if we had time and if we had knees, we'd be totally climbing down the bottom there, wouldn't we?
Look, yeah, if I was 40 years younger, I'd be down there right now.
But you can see that this is like it's a watering hole here. The river comes this way, and then over here it becomes a trickly river again.
Yeah.
A little more than a creek right now.
I'm guessing it probably runs to the ocean.
Well, it doesn't walk.
Nah.
Folks, I mean, that's all there is here. I mean, that's what we came for.
It's an interesting rock, isn't it?
Wait a second, there's a rock.
There's a rock.
Go for it. Adrian Valente with facts about rocks.
Facts about rocks. Okay, I'm no geologist. Let me just start up by saying that. However, I really find it impressive and stuff when you see rock faces and stuff like that and the way that they've been shaped and carved by the elements. And it makes you wonder, like, how much water did run through here and carve away maybe some of the rock face and that. How much of it is man-made? I don't have those answers. So
Can I give an opinion?
Sure, please.
I would say that this whole gorge is made by nature.
You think it's all natural?
Yeah, I mean, but we're talking hundreds of thousands of years, if not millions.
You've been wrong about that before. There was that woman down on the foreshore and you said that was all natural, and I don't think you were right.
Folks, we are heading down to the eastern shore to wrap this thing up. Join us there.
Sure, I will.
Folks, we have made it to the final stop on our whirlwind day tour of Geelong for you.
Yeah.
And we are here at the eastern foreshore, and isn't it a pretty picture?
It is. Gee, it's been a long day though.
Adrian,
Yes.
this is stunning, isn't it?
It is actually beautiful.
There's a pavilion over there, and we're coming up to this awesome little pier. We're not going to walk the whole pier, but we're going to have a look at the pier. We're going to show you the pier. What are we going to do to the pier? We're going to pier at it.
We're going to pier at the pier.
Over here, some more lifesavers, all having a wee.
Yep, they are. They are indeed. And one person's facing them, which is...
He's the leader of the pack. So over there we've got this beautiful Art Deco pavilion here, and we can see across here, looking back here, over there, we started way over there. We've gone up and around, we've seen the War Museum, we went to Buckley Falls, and here we are.
Yes, there was a time when we were on the other side of that wheel.
Here we have the Eastern Beach Pier.
Yep.
And look, it's this lovely semicircle pier, and inside is an area for swimming and jumping and diving and all those things that people like to do when they're at the beach.
I believe it's deemed to be a safe frolicking space.
It is a very safe space if frolicking is on your itinerary. Let's have a look over here. Look at this water here. To be perfectly honest, I don't know if I'd jump in. It looks rather murky, and that's probably because of all the seaweed at the bottom there.
Seaweed.
Yeah, seaweed. There's a kingfisher. He's got a fish.
Oh, he's caught something.
You realise there's no way that anybody can see this on the video. It's too far.
Look, trust us on this. This is like...
Right there where my finger's pointing, there's a kingfisher eating a fish.
There's a kingfisher in his natural environment, and he's eating a fish.
Over there we've got a big thing for people to jump off and a smaller thing for people to jump off, and over there some diving platforms too. It's all happening, and over there's a swimming pool, and we might head in the swimming pool direction.
Yeah.
And wrappeth the video uppeth. So what a lovely area to finish on, and what a lovely place. You could just come out here and spend hours here at the Eastern Beach waterfront. So over here, a wonderful little pool there for families. You won't get too close because there are kiddies in the water.
Yeah.
But it's, and there's a playground behind there.
It's got its own fountain, which is kind of nice.
Here we've got a pavilion you can eat.
Yeah. Well, you can't eat the pavilion, but you can eat at the pavilion.
Adrian,
Yes?
Adrian, all good things must come to an end.
They have to. Yeah.
But thankfully, so must this vlog.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I agree with you that thankfully it does have to come to an end. And
Well,
I'm sure your viewers will agree.
I just want to thank you for coming along to Geelong with me and making light of absolutely everything we've seen today.
Oh, we've had a good laugh and a giggle.
We've had a good laugh and a giggle. We've had a good giggle and a laugh. And now we say goodbye to you. I've got a couple more vlogs from over this side of the city coming up. You're going to see me visit the Werribee Zoo, and you're going to see me visit the RAAF Museum over the next couple of weeks. And then with a bit of luck, fingers crossed, we're going to have some overseas adventures, you and I.
Hurrah! Not me, I'm not invited.
No.
Yeah,
He's still in Cairo.
yeah,
with
I'm
the
the
pyramids.
I'm the luggage.
He's with the Sphinx.
Yeah, I love the sphincter.
No worries. Adrian, thank you again.
Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you, dear viewers or viewer, for joining us again today. Take care wherever you are. Take care wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to click like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it, and it helps the channel to grow. May the journey never end.
Never.